Teacher Fatima right here with VIP Kid. This video I am going to show you a little trick that I use for those of you who are giving unit assessments and then you finish really fast and you're like, okay, I have to do 5 more minutes of lesson. What do I do? I started doing this with a few of my classes that I had a unit assessment, and I used the I Spy book. I didn't go out and buy this. My kids had it. So it has a lot of pictures, and then of course I tell them, good job! You finish early because you're very smart. So you and I get to play a game. We play and then I usually get my magnifying glass. Here it is. I spy. And first they're like really intrigued. And I usually, honestly, I open a second tab and I put Chinese translator. I'm not gonna lie. And if I have a very hard, I see that it's taking me too long for a student to comprehend a word, I will type it and I will try to click on the little volume, on the sound, and I hear it and I say it in Chinese, or I attempt to say it in Chinese, and they usually get it. And of course they laugh because they're like, what? You speak Chinese? And I'm like, a little bit. I don't speak Chinese. I do know some words that I have learned because of this. But anyways, going back to I Spy, I put spy and then I tell them what it is, and they're like, oh yes, I want to play. So I spy, and then I ask them to spy something from a picture. I can either say, I spy something red. I spy something red. And I can even show them the picture, and then they pick what is red from this picture. I try not to have a lot right now I have a lot of light. I try not to have a lot of a glare, or I can even read it to them. Okay, I know that there's one that I particularly like because it has some of the phonics and it has some of the words. So I like to say that one. It's with a CH. I can't find it. But I like that one. I also like the one with the toys for the toys lesson because it gives them a lot of options to repeat after you. So you can say, I spy a soccer ball. So they try to tell me, right there, it's right there. I see soccer ball. And I still tell them, what, where? I don't see soccer ball. And they want to tell you so much that they start saying blue, yellow, ball, red. So that's really cool because you get to hear them. So this book actually has a lot of cool things that are covered in the VIP lessons. It has like animals, it has balls, it has colors, it has toys. It's really cool. So I do this and time goes by really quick. And this is what I do with my fast finishers for the unit assessments. At first I was freaking out because I was like, how am I gonna finish 50 slides? But some of the questions are very quick. If they can match the side word, and they do that like in 20 seconds, some of them. Now the ones that do have to present a project, that does take a little bit longer than the regular unit lesson 6. So I thought I would share this idea with y'all. Also, I wanted to share something else that I do with my students. I tend to ask them where they live, and I honestly don't understand sometimes where they say. So I have a map or a regular map, and I ask to tell them. I mean, I like to get what part in China they live. So of course, the easiest for me when they tell me that they live in Shanghai, I'm like, yay, I know where that is in the map because I've never been there. So I have already pinpointed, especially if you have regular students and I know where they live, I get to see some of the stuff, and you know, I get to ask them about that, and that's really cool. And the parents really appreciate that. Also, I know, and I've seen a lot of videos, and teachers really like, don't spend more than 25 minutes. I try to finish 25 minutes of the lesson, but I do try to spend that extra minute or minute and a half to try to make conversation with my student, just because it builds a relationship. And I am a educator, and I know how important building relationships is, especially in education, and I think also in China. And this is where you get to see and to know if the parents are next to them and you didn't even know, because you start asking questions, and sometimes they don't know how to answer, and the parent will try to help them. Please also keep in mind that I think 90% of the time, especially if you're doing level 2, the parents are right there. And some of them are very vocal. Some of them are repeating before you even say the word, and you feel like, lady, just teach your kid, you know, or they make mistakes. But some of them don't say a word, so you think that nobody's watching you. But then, you know, they're doing that, and if they say something good or you do something funny, they look like that, and they laugh, and then you're like, oh crap, somebody's next to them. Yes, their parent is right next to you. So just this tip, I Spy is really cool. Using the Chinese translator is also really helpful. And another one that I am going to give you, I'm going to sell it to you. I'm going to give you this freebie one that kids absolutely love, and I think it helps so much for them to understand how old, to answer how old you are. And I used to do the picture, how old are you? Now I did not go by them, but I have candles. Yes. How old are you? The little ones that are 5, they're gonna say 5. There's some that will say, I had one that said 4, and I was like, oh my God, 4 years old. And she was really smart. Or they'll say 6 years old. I even at one time that I had a student that was like crying, and I guess the parents were making her take the class. It was a trial class, and I had the candle, and I lit the candle, and I said, look. And it was a Bao Bao. Of course, Bao Bao. Bao Bao? And I said, Bao Bao. Bao Bao, how old are you? Look. You want to have a party? Look, blow the candle. And the girl went like, in Chinese, because there was fire, you know, and I went, happy birthday, you are 5 years old. So just little things like this, I think, make a big difference in your classroom. Thanks, everyone. I hope that you are having an amazing experience with VIPKID. I absolutely love VIPKID. And to be honest with you, VIPKID has changed my life, honestly. I think that if it wasn't for VIPKID, I probably would have gone crazy earlier, going through some personal stuff. So VIPKID is an amazing company. I think they value their teachers. They take care of their teachers. As long as you are a professional and you commit to your schedule, and if you open slots, you're not canceling them. Of course, emergencies happen, and they're very understanding, and that's why they listen to the teachers, and they started that soft cancellation policy and the medium cancellation policy. But if you need any help, my email is below, my referral code. I can Skype with you. You can send me your demo lesson. I can give you constructive feedback. I can help you make it better. I can help you become a VIPKID teacher, because you, just like me, you're just gonna love it. You're gonna love VIPKID. You're gonna love wearing pajamas every day in the morning, in the weekends when everybody's asleep and you're having insomnia like me. Yeah, you're gonna be making money. You're gonna love VIPKID. Thank you, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.